Good morning. My name is Todd Abel. I'm the Operations Section Chief assigned to this fire today. Basically, I just want to kind of describe what took place yesterday and last night. Yesterday on that north end of the fire where it's been real active, where you've been seeing most of the smoke, we were able to yesterday do a little bit of burning to kind of square the head of that fire up to set the night resources up for success. Last night, night resources were able to continue firing operations. They took fire all the way to the north to a control feature we had put in yesterday, a dozer line that we were used to stop the north progression of the fire. Those guys were very successful last night. Bob Arthur, who was the night operations, and the Globe Hotshots and some engines were out there last night. They were able to take fire all the way to that control feature to the north, secure that fire's edge. As you guys have seen, typically this fire has stayed within the riverbanks in the salt cedar. When it gets into some of that desert fuel, it'll carry through that, but not very aggressively, so we're able to pick anything up that comes out of that river bed, and that was successful last night. So we're looking real good this morning, but all that smoke you are seeing came from the burnout last night, so that's something that we were in control of. We took the opportunity to burn at night where we can control that fire a little bit better. The heat's not on it, the sun's not on it, the winds are a little calmer. So once again, very successful last night. Today, on that north end of the fire, we'll be in there securing that edge, picking up any slop overs or spot fires that we got that could be sitting out there from last night's burn. Once again, those slop overs, those spot fires are in that light desert fuel, so it's very easy for us to catch that stuff and secure that. So we set ourselves up for success yesterday. The night shift did a great job last night, and then today we'll be just securing that edge and making sure that doesn't go anywhere. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Todd, for that update. Dave, you want to come up for the town of Kearney?
Dave Orzel, Public Information Officer for the town of Kearney. The only existing restriction as far as the evacuations go, most all people have been allowed to return to their residences. We, at this time, are going to continue the restricted access to Stevens Trailer Park, so residents only will be able to get in. We're doing this for the purpose of respecting the privacy of those people who are returning to their homes for the first time, and they may have lost everything. So we want to give them some time to deal with their emotions, and we want to respect their privacy. So we're going to reevaluate that between now and noon, and after that we'll let you know if we're going to let anybody else in but the residents. Thank you.
I'll have Anna Flores come up from the town of Kearney.
My name is Anna Flores. I'm the town manager for the town of Kearney, and on behalf of all the residents, we would like to thank all the firefighters for their efforts in saving the town of Kearney and the surrounding communities. We are very grateful for everything you have done for us. A special thank you to our very own fire, police, EMS, dispatch, public works, and all the town employees, the businesses. A special thanks to Mr. Orzel, who have helped us in their efforts. Again, thank you to everyone. We appreciate you leaving your families to help save our families. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Okay, we'll go ahead and open it up to any questions.
What's the strategy for today?
Todd, why don't we come up and, we'll go ahead and, since Todd is here, he's the operations.
Okay, strategy for today is I'm just going to kind of work my way around the fire. So starting in Division Alpha, which is basically the south end of the fire, they're going to make sure that that stays secured. It was looking very good yesterday. They're just going to go back in there, clean up any hot spots that may be within some of those trailers, some of the structures in that area. So they'll make sure that that stays. I flew it yesterday and it looks really good. Very cold black edge. Those crews will make sure that doesn't go anywhere. Working our way to the north end, which we're calling Division Charlie. Today, they've got hose lines in place. We have aircraft available to us. We've got 3 crews out there, strike team of engines out there working today, a bunch of water tenders, so we have plenty of water to work and put those hot spots out. So the strategy on that north end, which is obviously our concern, we'll make sure that that's secured. We'll make sure that that doesn't go anywhere. with the efforts of the firefighters, just making sure that all the hot spots are cleaned up and any slop overs or spot fires are picked up.
We had some issues with our camera. Could you kind of reiterate what you said at the beginning of your statement, just what happened overnight, the lines that were made and the progress?
Yes, you bet. So last night, let me start with yesterday. Yesterday we were able to go north of the fire, the head of the fire, and put in what we call a containment line, an indirect line. We were able to go up there with dozers, hand crews, thin that line out to make sure when we fired off that line last night that would hold. Last night they were very successful on both sides of the river. They were able to take fire along road systems and railroad tracks and bring it up to that indirect line and secure that. We basically burned the fire, burned the fuel out from any fire being able to get to that, past that line.
How much does that assist in what you're going to be doing today?
Huge. That was a huge effort for us last night. Once again, we burned it at night because we could burn it under our conditions. So that was a huge effort for us. So today will be secure what they did last night and make sure that that doesn't come out of our containment lines.
For residents in the area that actually saw the burnouts that you guys were doing last night, there was a large plumes going up, but usually typical fire behavior is the smoke lays down, but that was all an effort for you guys to contain it, get ahead of it and contain it. Is that correct?
That is correct. So last night, obviously you're right, normally at night that smoke will settle down into the river valley there and just kind of hang in there. Last night the reason you were seeing the taller columns of smoke and probably some flames was efforts by us to burn it under our conditions.
And what's the weather conditions like today?
Kind of a mirror of yesterday. Same wind, same temperature, same RHs. So we're looking at 115 possibly degrees for a max. Our RHs are going to be 5 to 8% today, and then winds will be 10 to 15, possibly gusts to 25 out of the north-northwest today.
And you guys will have a sky crane available for you?
Yes.
Or are you going to get extras?
We'll have 2 Type 1s available to us today. We'll have seats, single-engine air tankers available to us today. We have a Type 3 DPS helicopter with us today to help us with bucket work, medevacs, stuff like that.
Any injuries right now with any of your crews, dehydration, with the high temperatures and with the fire going?
Nope, everybody's been very, very good at making sure they're staying hydrated, so we've been very successful in that. We've been preaching that to them since the beginning to stay hydrated, so things are going good.
Any concerns with the community that's just north of the fire?
No, we have a structure protection group in place. Those folks have been up there all day yesterday surveying that, triaging it, assessing it. We have folks up there today, but no concerns to the north there. It looks like everything's going to hold where it should.
Anyone with, let's say, asthma or something like that, could they be affected by the smoke that's blowing in that direction?
Yeah, anybody with respiratory issues could, be affected by that smoke. Our public information officer has been very good at getting that information out. Hopefully we have no issues with that.
Are we still at 25% containment?
Yeah.
And how many acres?
We're still looking probably around, probably grew a little bit with the burning we did yesterday, so we'll have to get a better assessment today, but we're still around 1,100 acres.
Any other questions for Todd?
No, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. As you noticed out in the camp area, a lot more engines coming in. We're up to 230 firefighters at this time, probably about 15 engines and a spattering of all the other support vehicles out here. So you can see we got logistics set up now here for the high school. I just want to thank publicly the town of Kearney and the school district here for the gracious opening up their campus for us. And we're usually sitting out in a parking lot somewhere just putting up tents. And it's been a pleasure working here with them, and they've done a great job of supporting us. So it makes our job easier to get the crew rest we need and the food and that to the troops to where they can get out and do real hard work. So.
I know you guys had a lot of hard work cut out for you, but is there a sense of relief today?
Yeah, we're setting up for a recipe for success. And that's kind of the theme going forward with this, bringing on all the resources that we have with the command structure that we have under the leadership of our incident commander. And it's just all really coming together very well with the experienced individuals we have on the crews as well as on the command staff. So it's all coming together real well. And I think we'll probably forego a noon unless you need an update. I can do those individually here, but we'll probably wait until 1700 or 5 o'clock this afternoon, and we'll do another media press briefing. So with that, is there any other questions?
One last question. With the containment at 25%, you're probably going to reach a higher containment later
Yes.
on. Are there concerns once you get to those higher containments that you're going to lose crews and be shuttled over to California to fight those fires?
That's always a possibility. The area commands that are put in place for managing all these resources looks at that, and they start moving resources as they need them in other areas. So that is a constant on every fire that we run. So we're always in competition with the other fires to keep resources as needed. But rest assured, we'll have the resources we need here unless they're needed more of the Southwest. So, okay. Any others? That's it. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you 1700 or 5 o'clock tonight.